Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Yes, good. Good. Today we are going to be talking about Maskne. Now that sounds lovely, doesn't it? Let's get started. Woo, I'm feeling it this morning, you guys. We are going to be answering questions this whole live show. How do you get through a day? To me, it smells like a very light kind of pine scent. So if you've been wanting to get one of these drop shop items, we are just going to have lots of fun. Who is ready for some life hacks? We have all of this fun stuff to give away. It's colorful, cozy. Really, we just like to get to know our customers.
Never look a horse in the Cheez-It.
We are hilarious. Welcome back. So like I said, we are going to talk about Maskne today. I think at least Maskne was a new concept for me. Danny was just telling me before the show that he had never heard of it. I think it's something that a lot of people are dealing with right now. And so we're going to talk about what is Maskne, what you can do to help take care of it, help with the irritation of your skin and all of those sort of fun things from wearing masks. But before we start talking about that, Allie needs Danny to help her with something. Just kidding. We're going to see who's watching today, who has joined us. So we have Kristen, says morning from Tennessee. Good morning, Kristen. Christine is joining us from Portland. Hi, Tiffany. We have Nora, who's joined us from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Tiffany from South Carolina. We have Debbie's joining us from Chicago. Sandy from Vermont. We have Christine, who's joining us from Central California. Marie, Erin, who's joining us from Central Florida. Kaylor, who's joining us from Toronto. Becky from Texas. Who else do we have? Tracy from Massachusetts, Rebecca from Iowa. There are so many of you. Thanks for joining. It looks like it's Tiffany Rose's birthday. Happy birthday, Tiffany Rose. I'm seeing customers saying happy birthday to Tiffany Rose. Just so many people. So many people. I'm going to see. Woohoo! Maskne. It's going to be lovely to talk about, isn't it? But what it is going to be is nice to have multiple options that you can try to help with the irritation of your skin caused from wearing masks. Okay, there are so many of you that are joining, so thanks for joining. Who do we have joining us on Instagram today, Caitlin?
We have one Amber 1239 from Texas Southeast. She says she's off due to a tropical storm. That's wild.
Ooh, that is. Stay safe.
We have... I'm kind of scrolling back up to the top. We have Rainbow PA from Boise, Idaho. We have Rachel Wing from New Hampshire. We have Oily Goodness 5 from Alabama. Amelia T. Lyons from North Carolina. We have Jenno Bebs from Singapore. And then we have Greatness for Danielle from Florida. And then Erica BC 123 from Canada.
123.
123.
Well, thank you for joining. Kaylor King says, I need this talk. I am a nurse. I know that there are just a lot of people who are struggling with this right now. We've had a lot of customers reach out to us over the past few months with, some suggestions. And so we've put together a blog post to give lots of multiple options because we know the same thing might not work for everyone. So we give you multiple options to try in hopes that, you can find something that really helps take care of the acne, helps prevent it, helps take care of it, and also just irritation. Even if you aren't struggling with acne, I know it can be really drying to the skin and can cause redness just from it rubbing and irritating. So we have lots of options and things for you to try on the blog that we are going to talk about today. But we want to play a game and give some things away first. Is everything good, Danny?
I'm just checking something. Are you guys ready?
Are you ready?
And here we go.
Thanks, Danny.
Oh, where is my oil from? Oh, where could it be?
That was perfect.
I mean, definitely do this. I always do it.
This is kind of an easy
Oh,
one
yeah.
today.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the oil. Maybe if I can pick it up. It is tea tree, and you need to tell us where tea tree comes from. Leave your guess in the comments section.
I actually think I know this one. All right.
Katrina F on YouTube says, I love this game. And the
Sorry.
guesses are coming in.
It'll come back.
Yeah. Are you,
Everybody's saying Australia.
yep. Are there some that aren't saying Australia?
There was one that said U.S.
Australia, mate.
Tea tree.
Danny, how much time do they have?
4 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
2, 1, and time is up.
Blast off. Tea tree does come from Australia.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one was really easy.
Danny, do you want to tell us about seeing tea tree in Australia? Because I think it was you that was really quite surprised by the tea tree plant. Is that right? I feel like I remember that. Is that right that you didn't realize what tea tree looked like until you saw it? Or was that a different plant when you went to Australia?
Well, I was surprised at how many variations of tea tree there are.
Okay.
Yeah, and the way that they harvest tea tree is really interesting. I wasn't sure how they would do it because
And they're
there's a
small.
tree.
Tea trees are small trees.
They are big trees, but when they
harvest them small.
they harvest them and grow them, I think it's a 2-year process. So they'll plant the tea tree, it'll grow for a year and a half or 2 years, and then they cut it all the way down.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the fields of tea tree are just really cool. They look like little short
Yeah.
bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Show us a picture, please. Oh, no, I don't think we have a picture. Because this is just a close-up of...
Yeah, of the plant. You know what? Let me see if I can find one while we're doing the show.
Okay, Danny's going to see if he can find.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just look like small little bushes. How tall do you say that? I mean, they'd be probably about 5 feet or so, right, Danny? I mean, they aren't like 2 feet small. They're probably
Yeah. They
around 5 feet or so.
I'll find a picture where Chris and Paul are standing next to the
Okay.
tea tree. But I did see some fields where the tea tree was about 3 feet,
Okay,
and
a little
some
bit
that
shorter.
where it was about 5
Yeah.
to 6 feet. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Whoa, my chair's moving.
hey, we're almost done with this set.
I'm sliding around. Okay, so tea tree. I see someone said, what is it? Jalissa said, what else? I think it was Jalissa said, what else can tea tree be used for? I believe that's what the comment said. So tea tree has a lot of uses. It's really good for maskne. It's really good for like blemishes on the face. It's really good for like helping get rid of like fungus. Yeah, it's antifungal. It is, I mean, it's like the #1 essential oil to help with acne. So I know, like growing up, I've always struggled with acne, and growing up, like I think it's less and less now, honestly, but it used to be where you would go into the store and like all the acne cleansing products were tea tree. Like every single one of them had tea tree in it. It's really good just for overall skin. It's really good like cleaning the air, helping get rid of bad smells. I use it in my laundry. I absolutely love it in my laundry because it gets rid of like that mildewy smell in towels. It's just fantastic. And one of my favorite blends is like peppermint, tea tree, and then a citrus like lemon or orange or even grapefruit, really any citrus, but peppermint, tea tree, and a citrus is like one of my absolute all-time favorite blends to diffuse, to make up and use in my diffuser. And today we're going to be specifically talking about how tea tree, as well as other products, can help with maskne. So raise your hand, how many of you have struggled with maskne or any type of skin irritation since having to wear masks more often than you've ever worn them? Since I've literally have never worn a mask. How many of you have started? How do you use it in your laundry? I honestly just dump it. Well, I now have a open, like a front load instead of a top load. When I had a top load, I just dumped it on my laundry. But now there's a spot in my front load that's like a pre-wash, and I just put the drops in there. You can also just add it directly to your detergent, which is also fine. So there's lots of different ways, but I would say like 10 to 15, 20 drops. I don't honestly count. I just like go like this. Dry skin breaking out right now. My lips get so dry with masks. That's interesting, Jolene. I haven't heard that before. Watermelon kisses. That's what I use. Caitlin, are there lots of people on Instagram that are saying that they're struggling with some maskne or some irritation?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few breakouts, and then somebody else is saying that they get like headaches and tension from masks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, more mask breaks, it sounds like, is what they need. Yeah.
Someone said that they're wondering if tea tree was pup and pony safe.
Tea tree is not pup and pony safe, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
And then someone just said, did we miss the winner? Because we didn't choose a winner
Oh.
for...
Oops. It's Monday, you guys, okay? So Danny or Allie or someone else, because I won't be able to scroll back up to those who participated. So we're going to choose a couple. Danny, do you want to choose one? Allie, do you want to choose one? And then Caitlin will choose one on Instagram. Sorry, everyone.
Allie, which one you choose from?
I can only see Facebook.
Okay.
So yes, she has a preference.
I was like, oh.
All right, here we go. Ready, YouTube? Here's a YouTube winner, and the winner is Kaylor Kings. Kaylor Kings. K-A-Lur Kings.
K-A-Lur Kings.
Kaylor Kings. So email CS at Plant Therapy if you win, guys. And we'll send you a tea tree.
Yes.
10 mil tea tree.
Okay.
And then I do have some pictures to show you right after this.
Oh. Okay, and I pick Christina Stanko.
Christina Stanko.
Yes. I scrolled a little bit too far, but she said skin laundry. I use it in a lice spray for my kids.
Oh. That's okay.
And then we have this person. Says greatness for Danielle. And then she was talking about Florida.
Okay, you three winners. Email cs@planttherapy.com, confirm your mailing address, and we will get a 10 mil tea tree sent to you. And then Danny, at least for YouTube and Facebook, is going to pull up some pictures of the tea tree plants so that you can see what that looks like.
And what I'll do next time is, or what I'll do one of these times is put the TV up there so we can show everybody some of these pictures. There's some really cool pictures that I don't know if I've ever shown everybody.
That's cool.
Let's see if it's gonna let me add these while we're live.
While Danny's trying to figure that out, I did see someone ask if you have to add the tea tree in your laundry to like a carrier, and you don't. You don't want to add a carrier to your laundry. You just want to add the undiluted tea tree or add it to your detergent. You can also add it to your laundry detergent. If you have like a liquid laundry detergent, just add the few drops to the detergent before dumping it on your laundry, or or in the little laundry pull-out drawer thing. I don't know.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'm actually gonna give you the iPad and let you scroll through the pictures.
Okay.
And hopefully there aren't any inappropriate pictures of me spanking my children or something. Being a bad dad.
Oh.
Okay, so and then I'll kind of explain what they are. But you'll just swipe this way.
Oh, those are big. Oh, that's more like the tea tree plantations. Huh?
Yeah, so there's, I think there's 4 pictures here. I'll put my microphone back on and kind of explain it. So
Whoa. Every time I move my chair.
These aren't in order, but this first picture, and I might have to lower this a bit. Okay, so this first picture is of the material once it's been, all
Like
of the oil's
harvested?
been extracted.
Yeah.
He throws it into this pile and reuses it. He uses that as the compost.
That's really cool.
So, yeah.
So all of this right here is the compost.
Yeah, so that's the material, the plant material after it's done. This is a tea tree plant, or tea tree. Normally, it's like 20 to 30 feet tall.
The capabilities of the tea tree.
Yeah, and he called this a mother tree. I can't remember. These are called mother trees. So they're the trees that have been there for years and years and years, and they are what are creating all the baby
That's
plants.
cool.
And I think this other one is them next to a couple of tea tree plants. You can see how tall they are.
Yeah.
So Paul's down there. He's kind of small. And Paul's not a short dude.
No.
And then this is what they actually look like right before harvest. They might be, those are about 3 feet to 4 feet tall. I couldn't find the picture of Chris and Paul next to them, but I will prepare those for one of our shows.
That's really cool.
So yeah.
And it's really cool that Danny got to take all of these pictures.
I know.
These aren't just internet pictures. These are Danny pictures.
Yeah, normally I would brag about it, but I feel really guilty today for some reason that I got to go and you didn't.
Oh, good. It's finally catching up to him.
I know.
All of these lives where we talk about Australia, I've tried to make him feel guilty, and it's finally catching up to him. Just kidding, Danny. I don't want you to feel guilty. So that's what the tea tree plant looks like. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty neat.
Throw that on the ground. Just toss it to the side.
Can I just keep it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That works too.
So that's tea tree. Okay, so a lot of questions have come in. Are you seeing any questions?
Nope. Well, I just got one in actually, and they said, do they propagate the other plants off of the mother tree?
Do they do what now?
Propagate the other plants off of the mom tree.
No, so I have another picture where they show that the trees will germinate or whatever and create the seeds, and they'll take those seeds.
That's really cool.
Is that what propagate means? Maybe
No,
that's what
I think it's when you're actually like grafting a
Grafting
piece
and
off,
stuff, yeah.
I
right?
think so, yeah. Because like when you propagate a succulent, it's part of the succulent that you like put in the water, so it grows
Yeah.
roots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they actually take the seeds off of those trees.
yeah.
Now,
Awesome.
again, maybe we'll do a show one of these days where we actually go into detail, and I can give you better information.
Yeah, that's great. Great. Okay, let's see. So I did see some questions, but now I don't remember them. So if you have any questions that haven't been answered, feel free to ask them again. And then if we don't get to them by the end of the live, you're welcome to email cs@planttherapy.com and they'll help answer all your questions. Okay, yes, it is time for our DIY, and then we're going to have an end of video giveaway where a few people are going to have a chance to win the ingredients that you need to make this DIY. But before we get to the DIY, I want to tell you that on it came today. The new blog post today is essential oils for maskne, irritation, and dryness. And this blog post is really awesome because it gives you a lot of different options, right? So it talks about some basic things like, let's start with the mask, right? And it talks about making sure the mask fit is correct, because if the mask is too big and it's rubbing against your face, that's going to cause more irritation. It's going to cause more dryness, right? That rubbing's not going to be good. So make sure it has a nice good fit so it's not moving so much on your face. It also talks about the importance of washing your masks. That is hugely, hugely important to wash your masks very regularly. And since we're talking about using tea tree in the laundry, it also might be a very good idea to use tea tree in the laundry at the time you are washing your masks as well, to try to kill any of that extra, stuff that is getting into your mask and that you don't want there. So make sure that you're washing your masks at least once a week. Is what I have seen recommended, but even more often than that, if you have enough masks that you can wash, wear every 2 or 3 days, that's only going to, be better. But at least once a week is the pretty regular recommendation that I am seeing asked. Danny's over there laughing. What happened, Danny?
I just totally remembered, and I think I told you guys this story already, but I was in a store the other day. You were talking about the importance of washing a mask.
Yes.
I was in the store the other day, saw somebody walk in and thought, what is there's something weird about that mask, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Then I realized it was a pair of underwear that the guy had put over his head, and he was looking through the leg hole.
Oh no.
Very important to wash.
That is fantastic.
masks.
If you're using that type of mask, please wash it more than once a week.
Use and reuse.
Inside out. Well, that's lovely. I mean, whatever you have to do, to wear a mask.
Maybe he was washing his regular mask.
His
That's-
regular mask.
I didn't want to judge.
No, as I don't think we should. Okay, so then the next part of the blog post just talks about how less is more. So don't go and try all these new skincare routines when your face is already being irritated a little bit. It talks about makeup, especially, if you're wearing a mask all day, every day. I think the blog post specifically is like, you can't even see if you have makeup on anyway, so why are you spending the time doing it? I mean, that's a good point, right? If you have it on all day, every day, just do like mascara if you want. Leave the rest of the face clear. So just less is more, because anything that's in between, that like your makeup and stuff, it's just getting like pressed onto your face and that moisture in there, right? So it can cause some irritation, some acne, because a lot is happening underneath your mask that isn't normally happening. Your skin doesn't have the room to breathe. So, just if you don't have to wear makeup, if that's, or don't change up your skincare routine, all of those sorts of things. The next part talks about moisturize. Moisturize is what this section is called. And the importance of, not only is moisturizing important because your face can get extra dry when you're wearing a mask, but it also leaves, it's also a barrier, right? A protection barrier between your skin and your mask when you are well moisturized. And so that's also a really good reason that that's also why you should moisturize. Okay, so then we get down into some of the like DIYs or the products that can help with the irritation. So the top of the blog post really just is like, breaks down some different things, talks about what's important, and then the last half talks about some products. So hydrosols, we have a lot of customers who use hydrosols as like a face toner, and hydrosols are fantastic for the face. Really, every hydrosol is really good for the skin. Some might have like anti-aging benefits. Some might be like, like with tea tree hydrosol, right? It's gonna have some of the same therapeutic benefits as the tea tree essential oil. Some might just be very soothing for the skin. Like, they all are great for the skin, but they might have a few, specific like extra benefits for the skin. But hydrosols are just really good. They aren't super like intense and strong, so they're really good for all skin types, and they're just very like just like very fresh for your skin, which is really nice when you are using a mask and your face is getting irritated a lot. So hydrosols are definitely something to look in. It talks about how tea tree is a great option as it helps keep the skin clear and may even help with blemishes. And Maskne. It also talks about hydrosols that are really good for just general irritation would be like lavender, helichrysum, and chamomile. They're very gentle and soothing. And just, spritzing them on your face, especially like if you're not wearing makeup during the day, it also might be good to just spritz them on your face during the day as well. Just carry, like a smaller, one of the smaller bottles, which is like the 4 ounce, I think, or maybe it's a 2 ounce, whatever the smaller size is, just carrying that in your bag or something and spritzing it on your face throughout the day to just help soothe that irritation that's happening throughout the day. And then tea tree, it talks about the benefits of tea tree, why it's recommended for something like Maskne, and then it gives some recommendations on how to use it. And that's when it comes down to the Aloe Maskne Relief DIY. And this is the DIY that we're going to make today. But really fast, have any of you seen any comments that I can address right before I start making this? Okay, Caitlin has some.
So somebody was wondering about like if they should carry it around with them, since it's recommended for the hydrosols to be refrigerated.
Yeah, so I mean, I would refrigerate the hydrosol like at night, but during the day, it's not going to hurt the hydrosol to be out. Refrigerating just helps it last longer, but hydrosols don't like actually have to be refrigerated. Like you could keep them out of the refrigerator for a couple of months, but it does help extend their shelf life. So, and if you're using a small one, you're gonna get through it faster, but you can like refrigerate it at nighttime and then take it out and take it with you if that's something you think could be beneficial. If you're having like a lot of dryness and redness, that could be beneficial to use during the day.
I just thought of something like tea tree is a antifungal.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if I can. Anyway, it destroys. Anyway, does it go to flower as easily as some of the other ones? Have you
No.
guys ever noticed?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
And in fact, we've done some testing that just by adding a little bit of tea tree into other hydrosols, it actually
Extends the life a little
can
bit.
extend the life a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, it is.
Can tea tree help with allergy or cold symptoms?
There would be other oils that would be better. Yeah, so I don't think tea tree it wouldn't be an oil that I would recommend for cold or allergies. No. There's definitely going to be better oils, a lot of them, like rosalina and eucalyptus and peppermint and lavender. Those are all going to be better oils to use. Okay, so you're going to need 1 ounce of aloe. And we're just using the regular aloe vera jelly because we're going to add some essential oils to it. So we're going to do 1 ounce.
Reminds me of I made macaroni and cheese this weekend, and I love the sound of macaroni and cheese when you stir it.
And this reminds you of it.
That totally reminded me of it.
I don't think I'm quite there. I mean, I think it's above the 1 ounce mark, but I'm going to pound it down in a second.
Sorry I didn't prep it for you.
No, it's actually kind of fun. Is that really loud?
Mandy was wondering.
It's about 1 ounce.
Mandy was wondering while you're doing that.
Yes.
Can you add EOs directly to hydrosols, or would that, and would it not emulsify?
Yeah, it wouldn't emulsify. You would have to add an emulsifier if you're adding essential oils to a hydrosol. Yep. Okay, so that's 1 ounce of aloe vera jelly, and then I'm going to do 5 drops of tea tree and 5 drops of lavender. Oh, yes. Spot on. Okay, and then the 5 drops of lavender. And something to note, when you're using any product on your face that contains essential oils, you want to do anywhere between like 0.5 to a 2% dilution. You don't normally want to do higher than a 2% dilution, just because your face is usually a lot more sensitive than other areas of your body. So you want to dilute when applying oils to your face. And then 2 drops of helichrysum. It says it's optional. Really, it's all optional. But 2 drops of helichrysum we're going to add in here. And this ends up being a 1.5% dilution. So if you want to start with a little bit less, I would just do like 3 drops each of the tea tree and lavender. And then that will be a little bit less, or you can go up to the 1.5%, which is also safe to use on your face. And then you're just going to mix this together. It says combine aloe jelly and essential oils and apply as needed to blemishes. So this is something that you don't necessarily need to use as like a full face moisturizer. However, you could. I did forget in the blog post, it does talk about the healing balm. And I know that that is one that customers have used a lot, especially on the super dry, irritated spots, because healing balm is so moisturizing. So that could be something for full moisturize your face. And this could be used, but really with the 1.5% dilution and the oils that we're using, they're very specific for blemishes. And so this is definitely something that you want to pay a special attention to the blemish areas when you're applying this to your face.
So,
Okay, what questions does anybody have? Yes, Danny?
yeah, 2 really great questions. Ashley was asking, she says, if I have unopened hydrosols that are a year old, I forgot to put them in the fridge, are they possibly still okay?
Yeah, so possibly. Hydrosols they're usually pretty easy to tell if they've gone bad. There could be some blooming or actual molding, right? Blooming. It kind of the hydrosol water starts to like look cloudy. That is when it's like already past the point of, use by that point. It's bad. And then also the smell will change. So I would say if it's completely clear and it still smells fantastic and like what you would expect it to smell like, then I would say you're probably safe to use it. Just pay extra close attention. And anytime you start to see any cloudiness or any floaties or anything like that in the hydrosol, I would just immediately stop use because that means that it's turned. Jordan's asking if you use this in the morning or night or both. You could definitely use this both morning and night when you're applying directly to your blemishes for sure. Yep.
And then somebody asked if they could use the lavender aloe jelly base.
And like add EOs to the lavender aloe jelly.
I don't know off the top of my head what the lavender dilution is in the lavender aloe.
I think it's a 2% already.
It's a 2%, yeah. So you probably, if it is a 2%, you probably don't want to apply it, any other oils to it and then apply it to your face because you don't want to do higher than a 2% dilution when you're applying it to your face. So yeah, I would probably recommend the unscented for this just so you're not using too much oil.
What is Jalissa was wondering, how is aloe jelly different than aloe gel?
So, I mean, it really depends. I would just look at the ingredients. So sometimes it's the same thing. There are like emulsifiers and preservatives and stuff in this that make it so that you can add essential oils to it. If it's just like actual aloe, like the aloe gel, like directly from a plant, it won't mix and stuff as well as like the aloe vera jelly from plant therapy. So just look at the ingredients, and that can really help you understand the difference. Let's see. Do emulsifiers impact the therapeutic benefits of EOs? No, they don't. Not at all. If anything, I would honestly say it doesn't make them more therapeutic, but it evens it out in the base that you're using, which I guess in turn kind of makes it more therapeutic because then you're getting a consistent therapeutic use instead of one time it being like extra strong and the other time because it's not mixing properly. So, but it won't mess with the therapeutic benefits. It won't like make it less therapeutic. What other oil would be a good choice instead of helichrysum? So, I mean, you could just leave out helichrysum altogether. Roman chamomile could also be a really good choice. It's also really good for the skin. I mean, there would be a lot of oils that are really good for the skin, but I think Roman chamomile is also very soothing, and it could be a good replacement for the helichrysum. Caitlin, are you seeing any questions on Instagram?
Not any other ones. I think I've asked pretty much. Oh, somebody asked when organic healing balm will be back in stock.
I didn't know the healing balm wasn't in stock.
They said the organic one. Do we have organic?
We don't have organic anymore. Nope. When we changed the recipe, probably a year ago? Yeah, it's no longer organic. But I don't know if the healing balm is in stock on the website. We can look.
I do have a question for Caitlin. Can I pet your arm later? Because your coat looks like a fluffy little...
Absolutely.
So it looks like the healing balm may be in stock. Oh, no, it's not. I lied. Please forgive me. So I don't know. I don't know when it will be back in stock. Maybe email cs@planttherapy.com and then we can try to find out. We'll find out when it will be back in stock.
I think I saw Jen was mixing some new healing balm the other day, so.
Oh, great. So maybe really soon.
Oh, and then somebody asked, what's the best way to use multiple hydrosols, to mix them or layer them?
Oh, that's a good question. I really think you could do both. Yeah. Hydrosols are so light and just like really, really easy products to work with. So I think you could do both. Yeah. What is this mix good for? It's really good for any irritation, dryness, or blemishes caused from wearing masks or not wearing masks. But right now we're specifically talking about how that happens often when you are wearing masks. Are any of the ingredients in the healing balm organic? Anna, probably, because it used to be organic, and then when we changed the recipe, there was an ingredient that you can't get organic, which now makes it not organic. But off of the top of my head, I don't know for sure. I mean, that's all the questions I'm seeing. Yeah? Okay, let's do an end of video giveaway. And if you have any other questions, make sure you email cs@planttherapy.com. They'll be more than happy to answer them for you if we weren't able to get to them during the live today. So the question is, what's one thing you like about having to wear a mask? I like that question. What is one thing you like about having to wear a mask? Allie?
Probably not having to wear makeup,
Yeah?
to be honest. Yeah.
Allie's,
It's an excuse.
Allie's liking that she doesn't have to wear makeup. Caitlin, do you have a favorite thing about wearing the mask?
I think like when I wear like my big bougie sunglasses and a mask, like I feel like I'm invincible.
Oh,
So.
like a,
Yeah, I'm like
exactly.
incognito.
I like it. I like it. I'm not going to lie. There have been a couple of times where I'm like, do I have something in my teeth? And then I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Same.
I have a mask on. And it gives you longer time to have to figure out if you have something in your teeth because you have a mask on. So, hey, I think that's a benefit. Yeah, and I think I also have really liked, I've seen some people talk about how there's other like body cues, right, to whether someone's happy, and like really start, you have to pay harder attention to someone to know how they're feeling, right? And I think like recognizing that has been really kind of cool. And yeah, I think it's just like, we have to learn how to make connections sometimes in other ways, right? Sometimes I'll be walking and I'll smile at the person and I'm always thinking like, could they see that I smiled, right? And so it's like you have to start paying attention to other body languages and stuff, or your body language, And anyways, I think it's kind of been cool that we've kind of been forced to pay closer attention and to, work a little bit harder to make sure people know that, we see them and that we're happy and stuff. Anyways, so you let us know what is one thing you like about having to wear a mask. And Facebook and YouTube, you can find the link to the giveaway where you will answer this question in the comments of this live, as well as in the live description. And on Instagram, it will be in the Plant Therapy Instagram stories. Just click through the stories until you see one that says giveaway. It'll have you swipe up and it will take you to the giveaway link. So make sure you enter via the giveaway link before midnight tonight. And let's choose 3 winners, and each of the winners are going to win a 4-ounce aloe vera jelly, as well as lavender, tea tree, and helichrysum. So make sure you go and enter. These are awesome products, not only for this giveaway, but there are so many uses for these products. So make sure you go and enter 3 winners and enter before midnight tonight. Good luck, everyone. Okay, that's all we have. Thanks for joining today. Make sure you go and enter the giveaway. Emily is going to be here on Wednesday at 5 p.m. for our Wednesday live. So make sure you come and join Emily. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend and hope you have a wonderful Monday. See you. Bye.